We are live.
We are live. Essential basics today. So we have got podcast 85. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. So today's podcast 85 with myself, Thomas.
And myself, Stephen.
And it is essential basics,
But not grow kit.
but not grow kit.
So last week's podcast was on the grow rooms, the different grow rooms, the basics, the better, the brilliant and the boss. And we gave you some ideas on what you should be seeing on the different categories of your grow room. So we've got a little bag of goodies as well, haven't we? Props.
Yeah, we've got some props.
Props for the people that are tuning in live. Guys, listen on podcast. I'm really sorry that we have got props and you're just listening.
We have our essential basics. What we believe that you should essentially have in your grow room toolkit, assortment of things, place, wherever you are, that you would like to grow some plants, allotments, anyway. We think these things on our... We tried to make it 20, didn't we? But we
came up with some good ones at the end.
Yeah.
To include them.
So we come up with 23 in total. You, the listener or watcher, may be able to give us some extra
Essential basics.
Extra essential basics that we haven't thought of. Please do so. So, number one on our not grow kit list, but essential
Basics is the thermometer, hygrometer.
Yeah.
I think we mention this nearly every week.
Yeah. So, like, hopefully we should be drilling it into you guys. And we put this at the top of the list. And I know it says not grow. You don't
grow a plant with a thermometer.
No, you monitor and measure temperature and humidity with it. There's various types. You need a type with temperature and humidity on it.
So it's no good just going for the cheap £1, £2 ones. One, they're not accurate.
Crap.
Two, they will break on you very quickly and you will have to replace them. And three is that you'll have to go and buy a separate hygrometer. And look at this. It comes with batteries already.
Yeah, but there could be some complicated tasks here. You may need to take the plastic wrapper off the battery. Because some people bring them back to shop and say they don't work. And then I have to do that in front of them. And oopsie daisy. Boop, 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 boop.
Hello.
Power on.
Don't they feel silly when we do that in the shop?
Oh, I love it. And this one has a little stand, so you can hold it in your hand in the grow room like that. You can walk around with it like no one less, and you just stand it on the shelf.
A nice protective film on the outside. Plug in, because these thermometers as well have ins and outs. Now, some different thermometers will do this differently. So for different thermometer hygrometers, with these cables, you'll probably find that the in means something different and the out means something different. The in is there because the people who make these think that you put these inside the tent, and the out is outside the tent. But what I like to do, or your grow room, some people will wrap this round, will wrap the cord round the thermometer and just have them there. So what you want to do is have that one side on the outskirts of your grow room and have this little fella right in the middle at what you think is the hottest point of your grow room.
So you can use it to monitor a varying temperature within the grow room. So you're getting two temperatures because canopy temperature, low temperature, it is all varying. So it helps you correlate a decent figure.
Yeah,
between both of the temperatures. Yeah, you know.
Make sure that you've got no hot spots either.
Yeah.
It also has a minimum maximum. So when you haven't been there for a few hours, go and see what the minimum temperature is. Go and see what the maximum temperature is. Percentage humidity, we harp on about that enough. But that is, number one, essential grow room basic, the thermometer, hygrometer. And now we have an open thermometer, hygrometer.
Yeah. So if anyone hasn't got one of them, you can have that one if you send us a message or send lighters or do something. I don't know. Steve knows what you can do.
First come, first serve.
Right, measuring equipment number 2.
What is it?
A ruler.
Possibly.
Tape measure.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Tape measure.
Our measuring equipment will be syringes.
60mm this one.
Yeah.
If you get your hands on the 100mm ones,
Let us know because we haven't got one.
and they are much better.
Oh, these are great. These ones.
Because you can't get it to them. Properly sealed.
There you go.
Got a brute force.
If you have never seen a syringe, you're a crap grower. You should have one of these used to measure your various nutrients, pH up and down, or whatever you want. Any liquid, use a syringe.
You should have a big one, 60ml or 100ml, and you should have a small one, doing 2.5ml, 10ml, for the really concentrated products in the market. You can also get a pipette. I'll put a pipette on there, which is
Have you got any here?
small. No,
Why not?
because they didn't have any. So pipettes to do the 2.5ml. Pipettes just look like the tubes with a bulbous end. Squeeze the end.
A what?
A bulbous end.
Go on, carry on.
I'll bring a dictionary for you next week.
You're going to bring what for me?
A dictionary.
Oh, okay.
A bulbous end.
Yeah.
With a dictionary.
Yeah.
And you squeeze it into liquid and you measure 2.5ml, 5ml, the super concentrated stuff. Another measuring, 1 litre measuring
The gravy jug.
Now, I didn't really need to bring this today because
Yeah, but some
everyone's
people
seen-
don't even know what one of them are. So some people.
everybody's had gravy.
Yeah.
I say to people, a litre measuring jug, and they go, and you go, you know the jug you make your gravy in? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is a litre, that is 1000ml, and that will get you your small mixes. And then we'll put this a little bit further down than because but it goes in this sort of category, mixing buckets.
Mix and bucket.
Mixing bucket, the 30 litre flexible ones that you can get from B&Q
So you
for
can
£3,
mix your solutions up.
40 litres, and then if you need to mix up any bacteria, if you want to make a solution separate, such as your silicone, before you add it to the big water tub, you use your litre measuring jug.
Right, next one is my favourite. Chicken
Masa.
masa. Chicken masa.
Chicken masala.
Chicken masala.
You make curries with them.
These are the bad boys. They are.
Put them up to the microphone for the people listening. Just listen to this.
No.
He just nearly went through the
Fucking hell,
bucket.
I nearly cut the thing off.
What? You just feel, and you hear the sharpness in them.
They are power.
You got protective eyewear. Alright.
Look at that, lad. Aye. These deal with things.
That's hard plastic, that. You are a health hazard.
Aye. These do not stop.
Look, sharp plastic everywhere now.
These cut through anything. Yes, it can.
You are just off your head.
Let's see what we can do. I love testing things to destruction.
You watch that liquid, there's still some in there. Look, you're getting it everywhere.
Oh, do you reckon I can go in the top there? Look, that looks
That's
hard.
proper metal.
Yeah,
that.
that's tough, that. Oh,
Done it.
right through.
Done it.
Right through. Let's see if it snaps the blades. Let's see what point the blades will take to snap.
Yeah, the blades are going to fly off in it, one of us.
Yeah.
You've got your protective eyewear
Boom,
on.
boom, look at that. Boom.
Look at the metal going
Look
everywhere.
at that. See these scissors? There's no better scissors on the market, and I love them. So, unfortunately, you guys with the plastic ones, they're crap.
So these scissors go through metal.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll need them for anything more severe than that.
They go through bamboo canes like butter. Anyway, that's Chicky Massa scissors. Next one, number 4.
The point of going through the iron brew can was because you've got a load of range of scissors, haven't you? You can pick up ones, you wire cutters and trimmers and this and that. The reason that we picked Chicky Masses is because it's like an all-in-one tool, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're getting through your ducting,
Yeah.
and you've got that little wire and loop that you need to get through.
That's why. Next one, green wire. Boom.
Green wire. Let's get the green wire out.
Want to see if it cuts through the green wire as well.
Green wire. Ooh. And again. Ooh.
So, as Stephen said, it goes straight through the green wire and the ducting, the metal in the ducting. These are a really good piece of equipment. You need these in your grow room.
Chicky Master scissors. There you go. Oh, green wire. We've showed them the
Green wire.
basically just when you need to tie shit up.
It's major shit up. This is the gear. This is the good gear. You can do anything you want. It is strong shit. All sorts of uses. You can hang. I've seen people hang up lights. It's not what we use it for, but it will do the job. It'll hang filters. It will duct tape people's hands behind the backs.
Don't take people's hands behind the back with green wire.
With green wire, but you get the point. So green wire, 1,000,001 uses. Yeah, green wire.
Essential piece of kit to have in your grow room.
Insulation tape.
The electrical stuff.
Well, if you don't know what insulation tape is, you're going to struggle with any of the rest of these items on here, mate, if you don't know what that is.
Just Gavita roll. It's really good for if you scrog them, LST, low stress training,
Yeah.
doing manipulative things with your plants, tell them one thing and doing another.
Yeah.
Then and the branches snap. Then you need to rectify that break in
Yeah.
the plants. So
Yeah.
otherwise you can get disease and pathogens in there. Electrical tape it up, and they'll form really nice and knuckle. And you're good to go, aren't you?
What have you got there?
I have got. I'm not going to open it because
Why?
you're going to have to use it in chicky masses again. I couldn't do it with my hands.
Oh, that's what these are great for. See these little packets as well.
It's just a nightmare to open. Well, Chiggy Master spring-loaded trimming scissors. Thank you for that full description. Nice one, George. You okay there?
No, yeah, I just love cutting with these scissors. Anyway, this looks good. It's got a hook.
It's got a hook and a magnetic joint on the back.
I need to get my chicken masses on it.
They are just a good tool for all things, aren't they? Look at that. Straight away.
Oh, yeah, it's
Why?
a hook on a ball joint. Where'd you put batteries in?
New product, by the way. We got this in the other day to test out this particular green light.
How'd you open it, lad?
Let's have a look.
If it takes longer than 10 seconds to open, it's crap.
Not looking good. Open, close.
What? You're messing, aren't you?
Oh, this is great live telly. No, I'm struggling now. I've opened.
Oh, yes, that sounded great.
I've opened it anyway.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look, yeah. Whose product's this? They probably sit and make things in right now. At least it never broke, did it?
This is green hornet.
Yeah, no,
Red light.
yeah, I think this is a go.
Come on, get it back on. Yeah, we don't need to put the cover on, do we?
Hold on. I'm just checking you haven't broken.
I haven't. Get it back on. Let's see if he breaks it now. And then twist it on. There you go. You're done.
Okay.
That's alright, isn't it?
No, I knew it broke one side.
Oh, well, look, we're testing it.
Hold on. Okay. Sorry for the swearing.
There you go. Look, that's good enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back on. Let's see the green light.
Look, lad.
Alright, I've broken it.
Broke already. See? Broke. Right. That's because it's a bit of a get. Oh, that's alright. So, green light. It's got a twisting action.
So if you ever have a party, you
Yeah.
just get someone to twist it.
Yeah. The twisting action is to put the batteries in, and it's got a magnetic thing.
It's alright, isn't it?
It's alright.
We use the green light because
It's got a white light torch.
So to get to the room, the light's off, it's white light, and you switch to the green light in the dark period so that you don't wake your plants up. You've got to tiptoe around the grow room as well.
Yeah, so that's the green light.
You do need it. It is
Spray
an essential
bottle.
basic piece of kit.
No, yeah.
It is if you want to go in the dark
Yeah.
and you don't want to disturb them. Alright, you're not impressed?
No.
No.
Spray bottle, 1 litre pump sprayer, or you could have a 5 litre, or you could have a 500ml, or you could have all three for doing various jobs.
Pest and disease,
Yeah.
you might want the 5 litre one,
Yeah.
just to basically be able to get through them all. We like the kingfisher ones, the yellow ones. You pump them 30 times, get some pressure in there, and then use the extendable nozzle. Go all around the plants, tops and bottoms, pest and disease, get rid of them. A litre spray bottle, if you've just got 5 to 10 plants and you're going to use some foliar feed and grow up, bloom, perfect for that. And then if you were going to just try and target and test the product, use a 500ml sprayer. Spray it on some leaves, don't spray it on the leaves of another plant, and see what your foliar feed is doing. See if it's working. But
If you're a bit skint and you can't afford a spray bottle, go and get one of them bottles from underneath the sink. But be careful, make sure you clean it out thoroughly with warm water, dry it out thoroughly, and then you could use that. The best one would be like a light cleaning product, because that'd be okay with it too harmful.
warm soapy water as well.
Yeah.
Window cleaner.
Yeah.
Sticky traps.
Yeah. One of my favourites as well.
George said that the green hornet light is childproof. Probably very true.
Right. These
As well.
things.
Don't even dare fucking do that. I knew you were going to do that. Look, lad, lad, I've got well more ears than you.
Oh, yes!
Well, you can swerve it now. We need to podcast.
Come on. These are ruthless. Yeah. Listen, I have stuck these on my mate's eyebrows. Whap. Yeah. Once you get them on, proper, their eyebrows are finished. Yeah. So even on the air, listen, these are hilarious, but they're good for the grow room. You've heard me mention them before. They get little snippets of green wire with them as well. Right.
That was a nice sound for the podcast.
So, I do various things with these. So, you've seen, I've just took off one side there. So I've got my pot. Yeah, stem growing out. I will sit that on at the base of the pot. And I'll put one on the other side as well, with it took off. So, the little gets want to go walking round, they're not getting stuck to that, and I can monitor them. Any of the ones that are suspended in the air, I'll get my little green thing, and I'll tend to dangle that, maybe from the back end of the light, maybe off like a post or at the side or anywhere. I tend to have a few mid-range of the plant there, and then we watch them collect, and depending on how fast they collect determines if you have an infestation or just something that's present and might not be too much of a problem. But if you start gathering faster and faster or filling instantly, you've got a problem to deal with. It helps you know how well you're managing your grow room. Very, very, very good piece of your CSI Miami kit, because that tells you what's going on by little things that walk across there or get stuck to it. And then you can analyse what they are, and then you can check your plant whisperer, and see if any of them effects are present within the plant, and then you can adjust whatever you need to do accordingly. So, very good piece of kit, but you can also terrorise your mates with them as well.
Right. George said, wax that beard.
Listen,
Never.
I'll stick that to that mate, and I swear to God, it will not come off.
Don't be giving them any ideas.
So,
Sticky traps.
sticky traps.
Really specifically good, those ones for Brits. You love the yellow colour.
Yeah.
Essential, basic to have in your room. Make sure, even if you don't need them, or you think you don't need them, everything that we're mentioning here, by the way, we believe that you should go and stock up and have a nice little bag and just have all these basics in them, put them on your shelf, because one day, I guarantee you will need some of these things.
Yeah.
All of these things.
You should have a nice little shelf with all of these things lined up, all very clean, looked after, and not that just everywhere, all rolled up, nice and perfect. Perfect is what we want.
You can have two cabinets now. One is George's Marvellous Medicine.
Yeah.
So you can have all your medicine in one cabinet. A second cabinet for essential basics. I'm sure we'll come up with a third cabinet for something. Spare Jubilee clips.
Wasn't one I picked for the list, but it's a very good viable.
Well, if you've got your ducting attached to your fan and filter, for some reason you've been messing around with your Chicky Master scissors and you've gone a bit crazy, you've whipped through your Jubilee clip. It's Saturday, 6 o'clock on Saturday, and you can't get yourself to a shop. You're going to really wish that you had some spare Jubilee clips in your essential basics cabinet. Get that ducting back up.
Jubilee clips.
Just because it's not your idea.
I thought that was crap, that one, to be honest.
Well, I thought it was
because we've got cable ties at the further down, which
have we got 12-inch cable ties then? I know you can stick 2 together.
You can stick 10 together.
You could do. So then, alright, smart ass.
But some other people may agree with that, so we put it down. That's why we put it down. I like the next one. Not everyone will think about this one.
Blue roll, how good did that look? Coming in off screen. Spillages.
Spillages.
Get them mopped up.
Blow your nose.
Blue roll.
Now, really good, because you will be spilling nutrients, especially if you're using pH up and down. You spill that shit and it will eat through your jeans, coats, cupboards, everything, couch, everything. It will absolutely...
Cat?
Yeah.
Rick's cat's just walking around on 4 stumps.
Don't spill pH up and down on your cat, because it will eat through it.
And yeah, so a blue roll, kitchen roll if you can't get blue roll, and a towel as well. So if you spill water, mop that shit up.
So basically stuff to make sure that you can clean up accordingly. Right, so blue roll. Next we have gloves.
Gloves. What type of gloves?
Vinitrile we put.
You can get your gloves and I'll get mine.
Where's my glove?
Now,
Where's my other glove? 1 second, I'll be back now. I'm going to get my glove.
so I'll talk about the vinitrile gloves. Gloves, not just any gloves though. Vinitrile gloves. I bet you nobody's seen these gloves yet. I'll make a bet on that. But these are special. So you've probably had nitrile gloves. You've probably had vinyl gloves. Vinitrile, if you're a master detective, is the combination of two. And with the combination, you get much more strength in the gloves. So if you have a vinyl glove or a nitrile glove at home, put them on roughly and watch the fingers pop out at the end. Now these aren't indestructible, but they are very, very good. Large, come in different sizes. And you want to put your gloves on because if you're handling hazardous
What, large
substances-
comes in different sizes, or the gloves comes in different
The gloves
sizes?
come in different sizes.
How many different sizes are large, is there?
Large, extra large, extra
Oh,
large.
hey!
Hey, and that was good, wasn't it?
I was just testing
your.
your. I was just testing your array of knowledge.
So, lovely black gloves, vinitrile, very strong. You will not get a stronger pair of disposable gloves on the market. If you want to get yourself a proper pair of gloves that you carry around with you, this is what Thomas wears. Very nice to do your garden with.
Yeah.
The reason that I really like these though is just because sometimes you forget your gloves. You have to go and get them. You don't have them on you all the time. Whereas your box of gloves can just sit in the room.
Oh, like we can always walk around with a pack of them.
You just put. That's why they grow room essentials, because you leave them in your room.
So where am I going to leave these then?
The car.
Where
The
did you
room.
leave them? Just there.
Oh, what's this? A mass gang up on me? Yeah.
You normally do it to me every week. So let's break the gloves live on telly. So I don't know if you can see how
Come on,
much
on
pressure
telly.
I'm putting on. Yeah, look at the telly up there. Look how
Oh,
much that took a lot of effort to pull through that. So you're not. It takes a bit of strength to get through them. So if you don't manhandle them, you're not going to pop through them. So gloves, vinitrile.
So, next one, number 12. This is one of mine. Black bin bags.
White.
Why not?
Why not white or see-through?
Because you don't want nobody to see what you've got in them, do you?
No, because you see these giant vegetable growers, they are a mean bunch, some of them. And if they find out what you're using on your giant veg, they'll be stealing your ideas
Definitely.
and competing with you on your giant veg.
So if you don't want little beady eyes to be seeing what's going on, use your black bin bags. But not only that, black bin bags are most common, and they are the best for putting all the shit in. Rubbish.
We had a discussion. I apparently swear too much.
Who does?
It's a sign of a very intelligent person. A recent academic journal once said, using swear words a lot. But I got told off. So I've got to swear less. What do you reckon for every swear word we give £1 to somebody?
Me.
No. The swear jar, and then at the end of the year we can give it to somebody. What do you reckon?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, what's George saying now? CANNA gloves are great. Mine have seen a fair bit of use. Rubber is starting to fail and is now sticky. We're still talking about gloves. Had
What,
them
what
2
you use
years
them for?
before they started to go through. So we had his rubbers for 2 years, but now they're starting to fail because they're sticky. Well, thanks for the update there, George. He was talking.
We're going to go on to another one of my favourites, which is
While you're over there, why don't you get
cable ties. Essential. Yeah. They can do loads of different things. You'll be using them to put wires to make your room nice and neat. You will be putting cables in a nice, tight, neat order. Yeah. That's one of my big OCDs about the grow room.
Yeah.
Is getting all those lights, wiring, cables, and everything can just get more nice and tidy. Instead of it being like one of them laser things in Mission Impossible where you're trying to get through, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do like nice neat cables as well. When you go in somewhere and there's just cables over there and cables over here and a bit of a mishmash on the wall, if something goes wrong, it takes you forever to sort it out. When they're nice and tidy, black cable ties. We're having a discussion break because essential basics, we're on half time on the essential basics. We like to have a chat with you all rather than just harping on about the podcast. Right, so 2 things on the agenda. I'm going to get all fired up because it annoys me a little bit. One of them is bringing in new products into the market. And the second thing is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the root stimulator trial that is happening from tomorrow. Been a long time coming. Just goes to show along writing an academic article to go into a journal, how long it takes. Anyway, on to discussion. Companies worried about bringing in new products because of cheap copies. The reason that this has grinded my gears a little bit, to use the garden culture series of articles, grind my gears, it's when companies try to bring out new products and they spend money on research and development. I'll give you an example. Maxi Bright. I've just been looking at a Venture LED. It looks a bit like a CFL, but obviously instead of the CFL, it's got hundreds and hundreds of diodes. This one was 100 watt. And we got one to test, and it was really good. I was really made up with it. Then we rang up to make an order, and there was 50-50. Some people liked it, some people weren't too fussed on it. So that's the main reason that they didn't bring it in. But one of the other things is, and I know that this was an underlying factor, is that they're not cheap. It was a good piece of equipment. They would probably retail for about £90, maybe £100. And when I then went on to Alibaba, I know on the sort of the Chinese manufacturers, you can buy these exact replicas, £5, £10.
Yeah.
They bring out this product and spend research and development on it. Then another company comes out and just copies it. Cheap imitation.
And they skip all of the
research and development.
Yeah.
They bring out a shoddy product.
Something that we never thought about, only because we had the conversation yesterday, really.
And it's worrying because if that's the attitude, and it's not a gripe at Maxi Grow, it's a very fair point, and I fully understand it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the attitude, though, where is all the new products going to come from? Where's the innovation going to come from? And where's the research and development going to come from? If we are rightly scared because there's a certain amount of grow shops that will just go for the cheapest product and sell cheap, and then make a big markup on it. So buy this LED CFL type bulb for £5 and sell it for £30 and make a massive markup on it. But the product, it's terrible. Really, really bad product. And growers are getting shoddy products, shoddy results, and it doesn't half wind me up. The companies not investing in really good technology is worrying. So we have a solution to that problem. The solution is that through our media, this is NPK's media, such as the podcast, YouTube, which we'll be starting shortly, and now the live videos, we want companies to invest and do research and development in the really good products. And don't be scared to bring out new products because of the fear that other wholesalers and other distributors will come along with a cheaper product, a shoddier product.
So basically what we're trying to say is, because he's harping on a bit now.
I know, because it winds me up.
Yeah. Well, see all these companies who are scared of other companies copying you, you need to grow a set of balls, basically, and stop being like that. Otherwise, you're going to fall by the wayside because innovation is the key. If you ain't got the balls to back your own innovation, you may as well just leg it now, because we'll come for it and we'll innovate it and we'll make it and we'll put our balls on the line.
And when you do innovate and bring out new products, we're going to bring it here. We're going to show everybody the new product.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, we approve this product. This has been through our research. We've given it to growers. They like it. This is the product. This is the real product. And then when any other imitations come out, we'll bring those imitations on the show and we'll show people why they're shoddy. If it gives out less light, it uses less electricity without maintaining the output. We will find these products and we will out you. So if your intentions are to bring bad products into the hydro industry, our mission is to bring them onto the show and show everybody how crap they are. And that's really is a bit of a kick up the backside to companies to bring out really good products, because we'll shout them up and we'll tell people about them, even if we don't necessarily sell all of them. Thomas, nice idea. I like the idea, testing things. A copy is going to always be a copy, using cheap parts to rebuild the original one. And that's the problem that we have. So our mission, our war, is to get you people that are bringing cheap copy imitations. Not the people, though, that are looking at products and making them better, because you can easily see the improvements.
And if you're a person that's happy with cheap, crappy products, don't watch this show.
Because we'll probably offend you.
Yeah, we'll probably offend you, and you offend me.
So that's that, really. That's my little rant of the day. My gears have been ground.
So shall we go back to the actual point? Podcast?
Number 14.
Number 14.
Okay.
Standard toolkit. Standard toolkit requires a hammer, a screwdriver, both of, flathead, posi drive,
Pliers.
set of pliers, and a set of cutters.
The Chicky Masters will do cutting for you.
Yeah.
As you've seen on the Iron Brew Cup.
But a toolkit will be to fix any little odd bob things that may occur around
Screw
the roller.
Jubilee clips together, opening up plugs, replacing fuses,
Whatever.
anything. Go on, you can say number 15.
Okay, number 15. 50 amp RCD fuses to upgrade power supplies. Most people, this may not just be the straight answer, it might not just be a 50 amp fuse, but essential basics to me in my toolkit is a 50 amp RCD fuse, because I'm going to upgrade my RCD box, because there'll be one of standards, maybe 16s or 32s. 16s, 32s, they're my bars. But what I'm saying to you is, in my toolkit I have this equipment because RCD power rating is too basic for what I need. So if I'm using 600 watt lamps, I'm going to have to up the amperage on my box. So I will have 50 amp fuse. I'll even have a master 100 in there in case shit gets messy and we have boom. But if you don't understand, then you will do eventually. The DP you get
13 amp fuses.
13 amp fuses, yeah. 13 amp plugs. I have a good array of all of these, because these will probably be popping like an oldies business.
And what do you reckon? We haven't written it down, but 3-core cable.
Yeah, 3-core 1.5 flex.
Yeah.
Just roll of it, 20 metre roll will do you nicely.
And then you can replace any wire.
Yeah.
Replace your plugs, replace your fuses, and you're all set to go.
Yeah, there's some nice junction boxes, good ones, sturdy ones.
Number 16, spare bulbs.
Spare bulbs, you will need spare bulbs.
And your bulbs will go on Saturday at 6 o'clock when every grow shop is shut, and you can't get to them till Monday. And then you've got
no, because it's a bank holiday as well, and it's Christmas.
Yeah. And Christmas on the Tuesday, and then it's Boxing Day on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So then Saturday, you're without bulbs.
Yeah. No, but then we're on holiday as well because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And you're not going to go to any other shop because they're crap. So you're going to wait while your plants are dying with no sun.
And that's it.
Unless you've got a spare bulb.
And you might not ever need it. You might just keep your set of bulbs. It might be
top tip.
25% away.
Top tip. You do not need to come into the shop tomorrow and go, I need to buy a spare bulb. What you're going to do is, you know the bulbs that start getting a bit shoddy and a bit, you've had them for a long time, maybe 3 years. Yeah, oh my God, 3 years you've been using this bulb for, God's sake. Anyway, this shoddy bulb, that's going to be your spare bulb. When you decide, time to get some nice new Sylvanias, some Masters, whatever, you're then going to put these old ones in a tub. And that's going to be the spare bulb. It's amazing.
Don't even have to spend any more
Don't
money.
need to spend any more money.
T's top tip.
Top
Triple T.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't throw them away. Keep them spare. I mean, a light pops, a light goes off, or you bang your head and it falls out. You're not struggling for your source of light.
Yeah. Number 17, I'll say this one again. Because I like this one. This was one of mine. A camping chair.
But it's got to have an essential piece of kit attached to it.
The cup holder. You must have a camping chair with a cup holder in your grow room. If you've got one with a little shelf, that's like a little shelf about that big that spins round, yeah, that's even better. Because this is perfect for when you need to take 5 in your grow room, maybe do some measurements, you want to sit down and you want to look at things and adjust things and check things out, or you want to just take 5 and assess the room. You're going to sit there and you're going to look at the room and you're going to whisper to it. That's what the camping chair is for. Also, it's an essential piece of equipment when you come into your harvest
period.
Yeah.
Because you need comfort
Yes.
during harvest period.
Yeah.
And ass cheeks can get very sore.
Yeah.
So, camping chair with a cushion maybe.
Yeah.
CANNA wipes.
Number 18.
CANNA wipes.
Now, these are not a product from CANNA.
No.
No, they're not connected to CANNA. These are an independent company, and they have formed a baby wipe. Yeah.
A little bit more harsh than a baby wipe though.
Don't rub your baby's ass with this, mate. It will be doing backflips. Little blighter. Smell interesting. These are a one wipe solution. Trust me.
This is
these
like a
have
clean-up
been
operation.
verified. Where's the stickers? You reckon go on that?
No, we're not giving the stickers out today.
Oh, aren't we?
No.
I wanted to give one to this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will metaphorically give the CANNA wipes a sticker. NPK live stickers.
This is a one wipe. So harvest. Where's my cheeky muscles? Dropping everything. Where are the scissors?
We've launched everything everywhere.
Scissors. So say I was trimming, I would go,
And when you were trimming all that tobacco in the factory,
and then I would wipe my hands,
had all the oily residue on there
and that would have done the job
that quickly as well.
that quickly. Believe it. So, CANNA wipes. Next one.
Can I just say a point about CANNA wipes?
Go on.
These came out and they have an ingredient somewhere along here. Basically, alcohol and some things that dry your hands up. You don't know about this, do you? And somebody said that these wipes weren't very good because it dries your hands out.
That's why we tell you to wear gloves.
Yeah, and that's why it's one of the gloves is one of the essential ingredients. But really, come on, these are really good wipes.
Well,
Clean
see, for
everything.
you, Pearson, we have the essential tool for you on our list. It's the last one, and it's, if I could sell it, I'd be a multi-millionaire, and I hope you're listening for your last piece of equipment that you need. Next one, Jack's chain. Who's Jack? We don't know.
Plug and Gro's jack chain specifically.
Yeah.
Because it's the good than any other jack chain or any. We've had other people selling jack chain when Plug and Gro hasn't been available. It's just not good enough. It's really shit.
So, what is Jack chain? It is. Oh,
Get them chicky masses out again.
don't even need to cut them. Look how sharp they are.
Japanese.
They're just ruthless, mate. Ruthless scissors, then, you know. Right, this is the good shit, this stuff. I rate this. Highly rate it. I give this a bloody all-time green sticker because we've been using it that long. Can be a bit noisy, that noise. If you need to be quiet, that is. I'm not saying you need to be quiet when you're in a grow room or whatever, as if like it's a big secret and saying that at all, am I? I'm just saying, if you like quiet stuff, this is not very quiet. So, jack chain. The way it opens, chicky masses, you put them into the point, yeah, right down, and then turn, boom. These scissors are the dog bollocks. I love these scissors. And then, if you say you had a filter, you could clamp that round the filter like that, yeah, and there you go. And then you can put another line. It's like Connect 4, this shit. It's, you can just open it and
That's a
close
pound in the spray box.
No shit is allowed. Everyone has a shit, don't they?
They do.
Well, there you go. That's not naughty, is it?
Oh, it's alright when he swears, but it's not alright for me.
So, you can make little whips like that, and this stuff is strong. This, what is the weight saying in this? It must be 100 kg, surely.
Yeah.
Definitely, it must be easy. I've been using this for years, over 10 years. It's very, very good stuff. That's jack chain for me. I use it to hang up lights, filters. I make straps with it around the filters and then support them, put them on nice big hooks and that. I've used it for harvest as well. I've used it for lines, yeah, because some lines can snap. So I've made them up with that. It's a really good product. It's very strong and it's very cheap. It's £10 a box.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Approved product.
Yeah.
Next, plant supports.
Oh, these are funny, these.
Don't need no chicky masses for you.
No.
Oh, look at that. Plug and Grow again.
Plug and Grow again. Plug and Grow have some good little essentials, don't they?
They do.
That's what Plug and Grow's about. Even though we did have beef over your Plug and Grow times, we haven't forgot. Boom, 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 boom. It was all love, and we dealt with it, didn't we? So, right, these I've seen these used in a couple of ways. The original use is, see that little loop thing there? That clips onto the lip on your pot, and then you're supposed to use it by clipping that to the top of the plant, and it bends the plant over, yeah, from an early age, and as the plant grows, it'll grow a bit more, and the plant bends over, and all of the flowers will.
The male plants get excited when that happens.
But then, a few of my mates come in for these, yeah, and what they do is they hold that, make lines in the tent across the roof, yeah, voila. And then they put them like that, and then they use them as to support them that way. Which I'd never seen that idea before, and I thought it was pretty cool.
When the chilies, the big
Yeah,
habanero,
And
is too heavy.
there you go.
Over,
So,
or your tomato.
it's got a couple of different versions. If anybody else uses it for anything else, let us know. But yeah, that's
Good product. You get 10 in a pack, and they are also £10.
yeah, so £1 each, they're very cheap.
After plant supports, mix and bucket, we already mentioned mix and bucket.
Yeah,
with
mix
the
and
measuring
bucket,
equipment.
yeah, it's a mixing yoke.
Number 22, my favourite number. SANlight, size G, staple gun.
A staple gun, that's, in the UK, we have ones made by a company called SANlight. They do all Stanley blades and Stanley knives.
Have you met my mate Stanley?
Have you met my mate Stanley? No.
Or
Never.
Jack?
Never. No, or Jack. But basically, yeah, the Stanley ones are really strong, and you get a warranty from B&Q.
Yeah.
So when you do break,
That's
you
where you
just
buy
take,
them from B&Q.
yeah, you can just take it back and get a new one. To be honest with you, though, mine has never broken about that for over 10 years. And the staples that go in them are a size G, what you require, and these get. The have a go at trying to go into concrete as well. That's how powerful they are.
Yeah.
And they're only about 20 odd quid as well. They're really good piece of equipment. Really good for putting the black and white, silver, anything. Or
Keep
shoot
your
your,
floor
you can
secure.
shoot your mates with them as well.
Yeah, you've tried that already.
Yeah.
The cartridge on them as well, the amount of staples that you can fit in
Yeah.
is really long as well.
Yeah.
So a good piece of kit where you don't have to keep on going back and forth.
Yeah.
Top tip. This is not Thomas's top tip. This is Steve's top tip. When you are stapling your black and white silver to the wall, what you want to do is staple the black and white through a piece of cardboard. So then when your extraction starts to try and remove and you have negative pressure, tries to suck the black and white off the wall, cardboard acts as a washer and is going to pull off the wall through staple. Use cardboard. That should be an essential grow room. Keep a cardboard box for all your essential
Who
basics.
taught you that tip?
Why are you giving him credit, eh?
Yeah.
He's going to love that.
Hey,
That's okay. That's Barry's top tip.
not.
BTT. Do you teach Barry?
come on, lad. You really need to.
He's just a builder.
Boom! I taught them all them tips, the cardboard cutouts. Use them off the boxes that you buy your equipment from. So you know all the flaps that you get your equipment in. You rip them off, rip them into strips, cut them into squares, put them on the black and white, and put the staple over the top, and it acts as a washer. Flat. That's all.
Okay.
All that.
So it is.
I designed that. That was my design. Okay, well, the last one on our list.
Your one?
Yeah. Common sense.
I know I'm going to get a bit of stick here.
Yeah.
Especially if Barry, I made up Barry and Brian are doing a bit of work over the water.
If there's anything that you need in the grow room, it's definitely common sense. Especially you people who still haven't established that running down 3 flights of stairs with a cup of water to feed your plants is not the best way of doing it. When you could just use the tap that's in the back room on the same level of your grow room. Oh, and there's a watering can there as well.
That's a severe lack of common sense, though, isn't it?
Well, we do have them. Some others do have them. It's a brilliant program, man. Have you seen that? Frank
Spencer.
Look, you don't know what to say.
Well, that is what we've come up with on our list for essential basics.
Yeah.
I'm going to just talk about our root stimulator trial before we sign off.
Okay.
And anyone that's got any other ideas that we've missed out for essential basics, comment below. Even if you've missed the beginning of the show, comment anyway to say what your essential basics were.
Yeah.
Because I know some of you have.
Because hopefully you've got stuff on there that we never thought of, which would be really good, and it could make our lives a bit easier, so that'd be really great if you could let us know. Also, we're going to talk about, I want to just mention the LED testing we're up to as well, because we've just finished with Razor, haven't we?
We have.
Boom! Badass, good. the dog's bollocks. Trust my word. You know what I'm about, and you know that I know my shit. And when I tell you that Razor's LED worked, it worked. However, it's not all good news. So unfortunately, to another company, you may or may not be watching. You'll probably see this at some point. Nice company as well.
Yeah.
Weren't they? Balloon Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done some testing through our friends at Nutriculture.
Yeah.
We had their LED on test, what they provided for us, and it set off out the hurdles at a very good rate.
Yeah, it did.
However, as it got further into the race, it started to run out of breath. Yeah. I'm putting this nice for you, Balloon Boss, and I don't normally pussyfoot around, but I'm being nice here. And the reason why I'm being nice is because you're a nice company. And
you sent the product to the US?
Yeah, you sent this product from the US to us, and I take my hat off to that. And when we review a product, and we believe in the company as well, and the product isn't exactly how we wanted it to, I'm not one who just goes, use the shite, see you later, ha. I'm not about that. I'm about, what else can we do? How other ways can we test it? So we've got your light and we're doing a different test with it. We're doing something else. But as of now, we struggled in the flowering period with your light, and unfortunately that made us have the result of not giving your product a sticker, or not even a sticker, and okay, we never give you the green light from us, unfortunately. However,
we really wanted to, because he got in touch because of the podcast, because of the problems that we had with CANNA's return rate, and even though CANNA are good lights, the return rate was just ridiculous.
Balloon Boss's build quality was really
very good,
very good.
Customer service very good. Some nice features such as veg. You can just switch it onto veg. You can just put it onto balloon. You put them obviously veg and balloon. It also had another UV switch as well.
So what I suggest to Balloon Boss is get in touch with us again. Let's have a talk about your light spectrum. We have drawn up some figures. We've got some data for you that we believe will help if you are interested in that, and hopefully we can help you resolve that situation. We'd like to work with you.
Create a niche within the market that your product works well in. That's it.
But I have also put we was going to put it on another test, wasn't we?
Yeah, but we do multiple tests. It's unfair just to do one test and call it out.
So watch this position at the moment, and we'll let you know in the future.
The Razor, though, we were very happy with.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen them, they are the super thin LEDs, and they draw 170 watts from the wall. And typically, when an LED draws only 170 watts.
Have we all told them as well about Spectrum King's badass?
Not yet. We're going to come to that now. The Razor LED only draws 170 watts, and when LEDs only draw minimum wattage, you tend to just, like every other LED, or the majority of LEDs that only draw minimum wattage, they tend not to be very good. This one proved us wrong. Really good in the vegetative stages, very good in the flowering stages, and would give you what you would expect to have from 340 watts of power being used. The quality was good, the quantity was good, and we were happy. Not really much more to say about Razor. We're going to do more tests again and see if it improves.
Well, Dave actually let us keep that light now. Yeah, I spoke to them.
We've got some new products coming out as well, which we're going to be in discussion with. Here comes the monster.
This is a badass piece of kit, this, you know.
So this is the Spectrum King 440. Boom. Draws 440 watts from the wall.
Yeah.
It does exactly what it says on the tin. It gives you the same light output, the same yield that you would expect from a 600 watt light. Life, all LEDs, 50,000 hours. IP45, so it's fully waterproof.
Yeah.
Fully dust-proof. Nothing, no dust particles going to get in there. And it's just a really awesome light. We've been testing this one for a while, to be honest.
We had made it with HID, as usual, because they wanted it back, didn't you? But you can't have it back, because
got more tests to do.
It's going in. It's going. That's why I put it down. Hey. This has got to go and produce Santa's Christmas dinner, this lad. Hey, that's what this is going to do right now. You know what I'm saying? Aye, HID. Yeah.
Good piece of kit.
Boom.
James said, any drop-off and doesn't need a specialist reflector. What you see there is what you get. You hang it. You can get 2 different types of reflector that come in there. 90 degree and 120 degree.
You want to see the spread on it. You know, when I whack this on, yeah, they just go boom. Like, not like the others where they just go dump, dead.
Straight down.
This has got a badass spread on it.
And also the penetration of the light is phenomenal as well.
Penetration.
Is any drop-off. Add that on constantly for 9 months. On constantly 24 hours a day for 9 months.
No, because we had it on. No.
We've had it for longer. 9 months.
It's been on for 9. It's been on
when
for
we
9.
very first got it.
Yeah.
And
So how long have we had it on in total for? Because how long we had it now?
Over a year now.
Yeah.
And the drop-off is negligible at the moment. I'd say a year, what's that? 6,000 hours?
Not a single problem with it. And that's what we kept saying about kind LED. Yeah. Is that it was a good product, but it was just breaking all the time. That is like... It's like a bomb. Yeah, it's a proper war horse. It's just a boss piece of kit to work with. So come on, because it's not a podcast about LEDs, I was just having a little chat about them.
So, well, we came to the end of Essential Basics. You were talking about LEDs. I'm going to finish off with the root stimulator grow test that we are conducting. Anyone that's been listening to the podcasts for a while will know that this root stimulator test has been a while in the making. It's taken a bit of time to find the PhD student that is going to conduct the test. I want to say massive thank you to Nutriculture for the extreme propagators that will be at the university during the test. And I just wanted to show you the root stimulators that we will be testing. So, 12 extreme propagators, 1 with just water, that will be the control. We will be testing Plant Magic's root stimulator. We'll be testing Dutch Pro's Take Root, Becaus's root stimulator, Advanced Nutrients' Voodoo Juice, which hasn't got a lid on properly, House and Gardens root accelerator, Hydroponics root stimulator, Atami's root bastic, CANNA's Rhizotonic, and Botanicare's Rhizoblast, plus Katana roots from Shogun will be on test as well, and Plagron's Power Roots. So, 12 propagators, 11 root stimulators. The water will be in the control in the 12th propagator. We will be growing a mixture of plants. I think basil is the first one, maybe even some lavender. And the test will be continuous over the next 12 months, and different reports will be getting produced as well. This is not to find out which is the best root stimulator, but very specific. What is the best root stimulator for cuttings in an extreme propagator? We'll have the first set of results of that.
Where's our test?
About 3 months.
Where are we doing this test?
University of Nottingham.
Okay.
Nottinghamshire.
So let's make this clear, crystal clear, absolutely crystal. Pass all them products up here. Can we all get them all up here? Get them all. Right. So here's all all yous are watching. My mate. Don't know you. My mate. One of my very good mates. He was and he wasn't, and he changed hands, and we don't know, but yeah, sort of my mate as well. Also, one of my mates. One of my very, very good mates. So, do not be deluded or get it twisted in any shape or form. This test cannot be bought. So my very, very good friend cannot buy me. My also very good friend cannot buy me. Whichever one of these products wins, fair and square. And if any of you here want to cry over it, tough titty, yeah, because I'll destroy you. Because this test is going to be that fair, yeah, you won't even be able to argue with it, because you probably won't be able to, you won't even be qualified to read the data. So I'm warning you now, yeah, you're being told straight. There will be a full paper produced on all of this, yes, an academic paper.
In an academic journal.
Yeah, so you'll probably, like I do, I have to get Stephen to read this crap. You'll have to get somebody to read it for you. So you won't be able to stand there and go, hey, but mine really is the best because I done this and I done that. No, we will tell you fully in an academic paper. And then once it's out, it's done. It is what it is. For the people who didn't, because all of these people we've contacted and we've made them aware, haven't we? Yeah. And they're all these guys have all got their balls and slapped them on the line. So I'm going to say something else to you now. If you're not in the mix there, you haven't even got a set of balls, because we put this out to you and we put it
9 months ago.
Over 9 months ago, yeah. And we're going to give you a full, from 12th place to last place to first place to whatever, the full diagnostics of this. Okay? So,
and before anybody starts with the jibber jabber, this article is not going to go.
One's leaking. So one of them's leaked.
This one's leaked. We've been testing that anyway. One of these products is going to come out on top.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick anyone up and offend anybody. One of them is going to come out on top.
One of them is going to come on the bottom.
It is, but that does not mean let's. No, I'm not going to pick one of them.
No, don't pick any of them up, because if we pick one up, everyone will, well, he's making out that it's my product.
One will be first, one will be last. But this is a very specific test. Which root stimulator should a grower be using if you are taking cuttings and using an extreme propagator, or taking cuttings and using jippies or rock walls? Because I've had a good chat with CANNA, I've had a good chat with Peter Clausen, and he says he predicts that Rhizotonic will not come top, because Rhizotonic was not designed specifically for root growth from a cutting. He reckons it might come about mid-place.
Well, that's interesting. We like that, because that helps us determine exactly what these products do in the best type of environment for them and how bestly to use it. Yeah. And that's what we are going to do with these products, and we are going to pinpoint each of these findings to you.
I also want to say that Thomas mentioned friends, good friends, don't really know them. That doesn't matter. Because
that's what I'm saying to you. That don't matter. So my friends are watching. I hope all of my friends are watching right now, because yous know if your product's crap, yous are going to get it, boys, because yous are my friends. I'm going to pick on yous more because yous are my mates. So don't think that yous are going to get... Yous know, boys, yous know. I know yous are sick.
And girls.
Yeah, girls. Definitely, sorry, ladies.
And it's not, I've written a test and I've written how it should be conducted, but it will be conducted by a PhD student that is looking at, basically, a part of her PhD is looking at root growth in cuttings, and she's conducting this test for us. They'll be going all into white bottles, labelled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and she will be blinded, so she won't even know which root stimulator is which. The professor that's looking after the test will know. He will have the key. He has no affiliation with anybody. He really couldn't care less who wins or who comes last. Once the researchers completed the test and said A is first and B is last, he will then come up with the key and said, this is how they have ranked. But I want to stress again, it is not what is the best root stimulator, it is what is the best root stimulator for your cuttings to come out even quicker. That's what the test is.
That's short period of time. 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, 4 weeks, come on, we're going to find out. So pay attention and listen to what we're saying before you start getting on your high horse, and we have to knock it off it. But there you go. That's the test. That's what's happening, and that's how we're going to get down. I think that's it for us.
That is it.
Cool. That's NPK Live, once again.
NPK Live podcast. If you're a bit confused with that one, because we did have some props on today's show, just follow us over onto NPK Hydroponics Live, which is our Facebook page. Thank you for listening on the podcast. We will be back next week with another podcast, more education from myself, Stephen.
And myself, Thomas.
Bye-bye.